I'm Nancy.
I'm Cece.
And I'm Liz. And this is
Let Me Call My Sis. And as you know, we start every episode with a would you rather question. And this week, our question is going to be coming from Lise. So hit us with your question.
Wait, before we start. So
God, what?
this is her first time trying the poppy.
Oh, yes.
So right before filming, Lise was drinking it and then she told me to try it. I've drank the other one. What was it? The LaCroix?
The LaCroix.
I've had that before, but I've never had this, and it's
Me neither. It's my
overhyped.
first time.
Everybody on TikTok.
Everyone's liking
a lot of people.
And I tried it, and it's actually really good.
Yeah.
Was this your first time
It was
trying
my
it
first
too?
time trying it.
So both
It's
of
because I was
us.
looking for something to drink, and I opened her fridge, and I'm like, ooh, what's this?
Yeah.
And it's really good. I
Yeah.
like the flavor, too, the cherry lemonade.
Yeah, they have different flavors. If you guys are into it, they have the case at Sam's for cheaper price.
I saw them. You had pink ones.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
not that
Oh, what
long ago
flavor
in your
was
fridge.
that?
Strawberry lemonade.
Strawberry.
See,
Ooh,
that's
that sounds
the
good.
one that
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna like.
That
That sounds
sounds good.
delicious.
It comes with that one, the cherry, and then orange one.
Okay.
The orange one was really good too.
I think I would like
So if
both
I
of
like
those.
this one, I think the other ones are going to be pretty
Yeah.
good, too.
This one, the only reason I didn't like it was because it's cherry flavored, and I don't like dark sodas. So it reminded me of that like cherry Coke that you. Which one of
that's
you
so
used to love that?
good.
Or was it
Cherry
both of you?
Coke.
Yeah,
But
we
like
both
you in
liked it.
specific,
Yeah,
like that was
Yeah.
your obsession
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
And it kind of
Did you
reminded
try
me of
the
that. So I
Dr.
don't
Pepper
really like
one?
it.
No, I don't want to try that.
It's not good.
Yeah, I won't.
No,
The Dr.
it's
Pepper
not
what?
good. It's
Coke.
cherry. No,
I mean,
Dr.
cherry,
Pepper
yeah.
cherry or
Oh.
like strawberry. I
Yeah.
don't remember. It's like a flavored one of
No.
those, and it's
And it
not
wasn't
good.
good?
I'll
It
stick to my regular Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, only Coke
Yeah.
could get away with it. That one's not good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Though that means nothing to me. I equally don't like any of the dark sodas, but
All right. So
but that was pretty good. So I do want to try the strawberry one, the lemonade one that you were talking
Poppy
about.
is good if you guys want to try it.
Not sponsored, but hope to be.
Yeah,
Hold it up,
Poppy.
please. Poppy, hit us up.
It's really good.
Yeah.
All right,
so
so
I'll
let's
try
get-
it later. But anyways, yeah. So back to the question. Lise is gonna hit us with hers. So
Yeah,
let's
I'm
see.
curious.
Yes, I am. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Drum roll.
I feel like we've had good ones,
Well,
so
I don't
I'm
have a
excited
drum,
for this
but-
segment. We can.
I said drum roll, and
Wait.
you just like interrupted me.
Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
It says, would you rather change your past or have control over your future?
Would I
Neither.
rather change my
Neither.
Would I rather change my past? Like rewrite the whole thing, or like go back and change one thing?
No, like rewrite the whole thing.
Rewrite. You can like just choose and rewrite your
just
entire
choose, yeah,
past.
like whatever you want to keep there, whatever you want to change, it's completely in your hands. Or, what did the other part say? I don't even remember. It said,
you asked the
or
question.
have control of your future.
What does that even mean,
So
though?
like, today is today, right? So
Yeah.
like, let's say tomorrow you want to tomorrow you're going to win $1 million.
You can control that.
You could control that.
You can say that's what
you
I'm gonna
can say
do.
that's what I'm gonna do, or like next year this day I'm gonna have this and that.
Well, I wouldn't want to change my past.
Why?
Yeah, I think that was like the first one where automatically I don't think I would.
Yeah.
do
You
that.
wouldn't change your past.
No.
I mean, okay.
There's nothing in your past that you would want to change.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna
Well-
say at first thought, of course, there's like a bunch of things where I'm like, well, you know, I would want to change this and this and
Yeah.
that. But like, I think all three of us share this belief that we like truly to our core believe that everything happens for a reason
But I'm not
when
saying
it's
because
supposed to. So
like it happened because everything happens for a reason, right?
but I always think of like Final Destination, where like even the smallest thing that you think
Final
is like
Destination.
because you know how like it starts with one little thing and it's like
It's
like
a
a
pattern,
domino
yeah.
effect. So I think of that with life. Like you can go back and you think it's like you've seen this in movies where they'll go back and they'll change like
But
the
those are
tiniest
movies.
But it
little
changes
one
everything.
thing,
Yeah.
like tiny
Like
detail that
Thor.
should be
Yeah.
insignificant.
From Avengers, remember?
Right. But then it like that one tiny little decision leads to like the entire future
Yeah.
changing.
Yeah,
So
I think in hindsight, yes, you think back and you're like, damn, like if I could do that differently.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but,
Who hasn't thought about
but
that?
would I actually, if I could? I don't think so.
I think I would.
I think it's something people think about. They're like, oh, you know, I wish I could go back and do this and this and that. But like, would you
I think
really?
it made me who I am today, so I wouldn't
That's what
want
I'm
to change
saying.
it.
Yeah, I agree. But like, there's nothing in your past, like when you kidnapped me from high school.
Girl. First of all, I cannot. If you try
If
the
I
story,
hear that one more time,
literally, how old were you? Get over it.
I
and
was
it
like
wasn't
10,
kidnapping.
first of all.
And
Oh my
literally,
God.
that's That's not. That wouldn't even cross my mind as a regret. Not even for a fucking second. It was so insignificant.
But did you get kidnapped?
I could've.
No, she did
Okay.
not get kidnapped.
could've.
First of all, you should be thanking me. I was your older sister and I pulled you out of school and let you ditch for the day and we went downtown.
I don't think you should be promoting.
What? I'm saying, like, who complains about that?
complain about
Nancy
that.
used to pull me out and take me to the mall
But
and
did
stuff.
you leave her with strangers?
And I used
No.
to, oh my God, it wasn't strangers. It was a friend of a friend.
That's a stranger.
That's not a stranger. Okay, you were safe. That's not the question.
Yeah, let's get
Point
to the
is,
question.
I will never be cool with you again. Like, show gratitude when someone
Oh
does
my
something
gosh.
fun with you. Jesus Christ.
Putting my life
Acting
in
like I
risk?
traumatized you.
Putting my life in risk?
Your life wasn't at risk. And if you don't risk your life every once in a
Would
while,
you
are you
change
even
when you try to
living?
sell drugs?
Thank
yeah,
you.
I
Thank
think I
you.
would.
You put yourself in bigger danger than I did. Remember when you let someone pierce your lip? That's when you
Oh
almost
my
died.
god, I forgot about that. I wouldn't change that though. That one I wouldn't change.
Yeah,
Do you
that
remember that my whole inside lip was purple?
Well, who lets?
I really wanted my lip
You know,
piercing.
you could have get that. You could have gotten that like extremely infected.
Yeah,
like,
that's what my doctor said when I
would've
went.
taken you.
Let's go. You could have just asked.
You could
me.
have just asked. I would have gotten something
Oh my
pierced
God.
with you. But
You
no.
were 18 at the time, I don't think.
I have no idea. I might have been. Well, she could have.
She
One of
could've,
us
but you
could
think
have.
she would have?
Probably not.
No.
I think at that age,
At that
maybe.
age, you probably would.
Maybe
But then again, like I just said, she used to pull me out of school. So like she wasn't. She was cool with me.
Yeah, I don't
Like
think.
we
Well,
had
it's
our
'cause-
moments,
well, it's
not
because
overall.
we were
though.
only 4 years. Like
Yeah.
I'm more older
You're
than
8.
her.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
She saw you like. Although we both saw you as like a baby, but
Yeah.
I was more willing
No,
than
but
she
she was kind of like, to me, she was like, it's like the mom.
Yeah.
Like the
Well,
mom
well, 'cause she
sister,
took
you
care
know?
of us,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's because we're like 8 years apart.
Yeah.
Whereas with her, like I was still
We were-
kind of a teenager.
Yeah, so
I
where
was
we were
like,
a little
so I was
closer in
like,
age.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I don't think I don't think I was 18. She was. I definitely wasn't. I don't think when that all happened.
No, because I was in elementary school. So
Yeah.
I think you were like, yeah, I was in elementary school. So,
So
you
how
would've
old,
had-
how old were you?
I don't remember.
What grade? Do
I
you
don't
remember?
I think it was like 7th.
So you were like maybe 12-ish?
Yeah.
So then I was like probably 16. Yeah, no. Close, but not.
Yeah.
I wasn't there yet.
Yeah, she couldn't have taken you.
Yeah.
Maybe you could have.
You didn't ask.
Yeah.
You didn't ask.
The point
Yeah.
is, y'all, closed mouths don't get fed. Ask for what you want, and you might just get it.
Or you won't.
Or
but-
you won't, but at least you asked, and then you'll find out. Okay, this is not the topic
Yeah, at all.
The
Okay.
question was, would you change your past or would you control your future?
I would control my future.
Okay, why?
Because, like I said, if I could go.
But then is it fun? Because
But
at
then
that
you don't
point,
have to
there's no
control it, though.
mystery. No, but it's what do you rather? Like
But
you
what
have
I'm-
to choose one.
But what I'm saying is you can control it to a certain extent. You don't have to control everything.
yeah, I
It
know.
doesn't have to be
Yeah.
like your everyday life. It could just be like a big one. Like, let's say tomorrow I wake up and I'm a millionaire. And then the rest, like, I'm going to let fate do it. That's, you know what I mean? That's the wrong term.
But
I'm
then
gonna
that's not leaving it to faith and destiny.
But it is.
I'm too spiritual for this
Yes,
question.
you
I'm struggling because I'm like, I just don't.
Well, I know I wouldn't change my past.
Yeah,
So
I don't think I would change my past either.
So yeah, if I had to pick, I would pick control.
The future.
The future.
Controlling a
Future.
certain part
A certain
of the
part,
future.
yeah, I wouldn't-
Which part?
I would be a millionaire.
At least financially. She's like, I would wake up a baller. That's what I would wake up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what part I would control. I would try not to control anything.
Yeah.
But I guess there's certain things where you're like, if you can control, you're like, damn, well, that would be nice.
Well, yeah. There's a bunch of things in theory that I'm like,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, wake up living in Italy. The fuck? Like, there's a bunch of stuff.
But that's what I mean. So it's kind of like you have the power to control your future, not just tomorrow, but like
not change your whole
Right.
destiny.
Right.
Just like change a small thing.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like if tomorrow you do want to wake up in Italy, you just
could
it's
just
kind
do
of like
that.
magic. You just think it.
You're like, it's a
And it
superpower.
Girl, that's a superpower.
It's
That's
a
different.
superpower.
That's different.
Okay, if I get a superpower,
Oh my
hell yeah,
gosh.
that's the one I'm choosing. I want a
It's like
superpower.
a superpower,
Oh.
you know.
We can like in Charmed, we can orb.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you're
I like
just
that.
there.
That's a different question.
You just
It didn't
And then-
include orbing.
Okay,
And
but
then you're
we're
there.
bringing that into the
Oh
question,
my
okay?
god.
Yeah.
Well, if I could orb, I could.
Yeah, if I-
Because he orbed into the future and he orbed into the past.
He did.
Yeah, I mean,
did.
He did.
He
yeah.
did.
Oh my god.
You
He
see?
could time travel.
This question got fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, control the future with magic.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Superpowers.
Oh, geez.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll take that one too then.
Yeah. So all of us then.
Yeah.
Control the future, not the past.
Right.
You like seemed on the fence though about the past.
Yeah, because I feel like there is stuff that I would want to go and change.
And you wouldn't be, but what if it, well, not what if, it would change. You
Yeah.
just don't know what.
Yeah.
But it's going to change something.
Yeah, it's gonna change something.
Okay.
So what would you pick then?
What do you? No, like I would pick controlling the future
Oh, okay.
with my magic.
Okay.
But it just wasn't an easy no to
Well,
the
Yeah.
past. Like you
magic
would have
was-
considered.
I
Doesn't
would've
include
considered
it,
it.
but I guess
Yes, it's included
it.
now. Okay,
Okay.
it's
We
included
can do
now.
what, this is our world.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can choose whatever we want.
All right. Well, there you go. So control your future.
With magic.
With,
With
magic.
magic.
You
With
gotta,
magic.
that's the
With
important part
orb,
right
yes.
there.
Oh
we
my
want to
gosh.
orb to different parts of the world whenever we want.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll take
Alright.
that.
And then I'm gonna orb money into my hand. And
Okay.
Orb.
Yes.
He
It's gonna
did
go
it. He
from
did
the
that.
bank safe
Yeah.
to right here.
Yeah, guys. I mean,
Give me a stack right
sure.
now.
Yes, I'll take that any day.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So future, right? Okay. So moving on to the topic for today, we're gonna be discussing first dates to start with, and then we're gonna get into like a little more of like the 50-50 lifestyle that's like a thing right now. But for starters, who should pay on a first date, and then as you progress through the relationship, does that change? If it changes, how does it change? So from first date to like maybe the first few months of dating, then you make it official, you're in a relationship now. Does that change? Then let's say you move in together and like, you know, so on and so forth. So let's start with the first date.
Who pays?
Who pays on the first date?
The guy pays.
Like flat.
Flat.
No matter what.
No matter
'Cause
what.
There's a lot of people out there that say it depends on who asked who out.
No.
And who like initiated it.
No, because well, at least for me personally, because I get it. I guess if like the girl is the one asking, like, hey, you know, you want to go do this.
Like, hey, you want to meet up for some drinks?
That's
They
the
think
girl
if the
making
girl
that
is
effort,
asking.
so the guy should still pay.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's a man duty. I don't feel like that's not our duty. So you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say.
Yes,
Remember, this is just the first
I
date.
did, I
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
think that before.
Yeah.
And I still do, but I can see why some men now want to go 50-50. I can see why. Because
Why?
there's a lot of girls out there now that just want to take advantage, that are just like...
But
that-
hasn't that been always?
I feel like now it's more of a trend, where it's like, they just want dinner, and they're like, oh, let me see who I could go on a date with. And
Like, I'm hungry.
Yeah,
Who can I
yeah.
hit up to take me out real
and
quick
then it's
for a
like,
meal?
oh, I ate and I'm never gonna see them again. So, I don't know if it's as big of a deal, but I see it more often now, where like girls are just trying to take advantage, or they order all this food and then expect the guy to pay.
Right.
So I can see why some guys now are kind of hesitant, but at the same time, I do think I think a guy should pay, but they should be more
You understand why they're like a little more hesitant now
correct. Yeah.
than they were maybe before.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah. See, but I feel like that's why you first start talking to the person.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that's kind of on the guy though.
Yeah.
Like you should be able to know whether like when you guys are just doing like the initial talking stage
Yeah.
where you're just texting
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
whatever, you just met this person. And you don't necessarily even have to go to dinner. We're talking about just
No.
a first date.
Well, yeah.
A first date could be drinks.
Like
It could
go
be
golf or like you
Right.
know something.
Like, you could choose whatever you want to go on. It doesn't. You don't have to go to a 5-star restaurant.
Yeah.
If you do that, that's kind of on you, and then I don't feel sorry for you at
'cause
that point.
You
But, like,
set that expectation.
Like, cause let's say
Yeah.
you're talking to someone, and let's say you really, really feel that connection, and you do want to take them out to dinner.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, you have a reason why you want to take them out to dinner. There's like genuine
Yeah.
interest in there. You
Yeah.
think like that person's feeling you. You go. let's say it doesn't work out and she does just order a bunch of shit, well then just take the L, man. Move on. Like
Go to the bathroom.
yeah, go to the no.
Go to
girl,
the,
bye.
Go to the bathroom.
You're a whole ass man.
deuces.
You better pay that bill.
Not if she's ordering a whole bunch. Like
If you asked her to dinner.
no, that's
but like the first date, like I think everybody should use their common sense there
That's
too.
what I'm saying.
Like,
I think most girls, like, nobody's gonna go out. Like, let me
But they
take
do
that
do
back.
it.
Let me
Yes.
take that back. I'm not saying nobody does. I'm saying most, like, normal, like, genuine, like, girls wouldn't do that. Like, most
Yeah.
people are respectful. They're aware of how much they're ordering. So I'm saying, like, one bad apple shouldn't ruin it for the rest. Where now a guy is like, okay, this one girl did me wrong. This one girl did this to me. So now I'm not gonna pay for it. Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, do better. Do better at like when you're initially talking and figuring out.
Yeah, but
like,
there's also girls out there. I mean, I personally, yes. In my opinion, if a guy invites me out, then yes, he should pay.
what if you invite him out?
I'm not inviting anybody out, but
But girls that do that, no, obviously. But
Like,
like,
me
let's say a girl
personally,
does
yeah,
that.
I'm
Do
not
you think?
inviting-
Okay, not you, but like
Yeah.
hypothetically, if a girl is like they're talking and he's kind of not really, well, that should be a red flag in itself
Right.
if the guy isn't like asking you
Yeah.
out. But let's say he's not, and you are a girl, you like are confident, and you're like, hey, you want to go get drinks? Do you think she should pay?
I think the guy should still pay
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
because that's still the guy's duty, not the girl's. That's my way of thinking. I feel like every time you guys go out, the guy should the one that should pull out his card.
There's like a podcast with the guy. I don't remember the name of it. I just saw a clip on TikTok, and he was talking about this, about first dates and men, and he was like, it should be the most embarrassing thing in the world for a man to not go out and pay
That's what I'm
for a
saying.
first date. He went as far
Yeah.
as like, if you have to go to the fucking bank and take out a loan, like
loan?
you do what you gotta do.
Well,
He's
if you
like-
gotta take out a
he's
loan,
like,
you
but-
shouldn't be on a date.
Well, no, and that's like
Yeah.
kind of his point.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
was like, it should get to that point before you let a girl pay
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
Like, it's not masculine.
No,
and
it's
I think
not.
that's like a struggle in itself nowadays. Like, Jesus Christ. But it's just, how do you feel like a man sitting there and letting a girl pay for you? Like, it's just a turnoff.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but then, you have, the girls that do believe in 50-50, which is fine if it works
Yeah.
for you. But, like, me personally, I think, yes, a man should pay.
Yeah, I agree. I think in the first date, no matter what it is, I think if you are hesitant about it because of previous things, just take them out for a drink.
Yeah.
Do something like simple, that's cheap or
Coffee?
whatever.
McDonald's?
Coffee.
Yeah.
Don't ask me out, but ask someone else out
Friday
for
night or
coffee.
Tuesday at EMC.
I swear
Or
to God,
Applebee's?
what's that wing
2 for
stop?
$20?
What's that
Oh,
wing stop thing?
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Tuesdays, $1 wing.
Like there's ways
Yeah.
to get around it to where if it's like a financial thing, or go get a part-time job on top of your full-time
Go
job.
do
I don't
Uber
know.
for the day.
Do
I
what
don't
you gotta
know.
do,
Yeah.
man. But don't go out with a girl if you can't afford it.
For a first date, yeah, you shouldn't be doing anything crazy.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
I think even if it's going like really, really, like go on the drinks.
Right.
And also, I mean, you know how I am. I hate dinner dates.
Yeah.
In general, especially for like a first date. I don't want to sit in front of you and just
Yeah.
like.
So, what was you and Oliver's first date?
Oh, I don't even remember.
This
You
was
remember?
well, the first time or the second time?
Oh.
You guessed the second time because that's when you
Because the
stayed
first time you
together.
guys were in like
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah,
so
we're in
doesn't
high
count.
school.
yeah,
that doesn't
when
count.
you guys reconnected.
Like when we like reconnected or when
Yeah.
we went
When
our
you
first
got back
date?
together, yeah.
Our first date after you guys reconnected.
Yes.
I don't remember.
You
How
remember?
do you not remember?
No, I just remember when we went together to the park and like we sat there and like watched the sunset and we went to the Chinatown one.
Oh, okay,
And we, like, saw the skyline
Ping,
downtown.
King, Peak, Kim,
Yeah,
Ping, some
yeah.
Ping,
You know,
something.
with that damn park, I can never find it.
Dude, it's like
It's
oh
What do
my
you
fucking-
mean?
It's like we went once. What was it for
I've
Ellie's
been like
birthday?
3 times, and I can never find that damn park.
I went this last time, maybe
What do
like
you
last
mean you
year.
can't find the
can't
park?
find
Dude, it used to be like if you're in China, like in the strip where we go eat,
Yeah.
like the main part.
Yeah.
It's hard to find it.
I
No.
can never find it.
No,
we've,
it's not.
we've gotten lost before trying to look for it. Like it's taken
Yes.
us a while to find
What do you
it.
mean you can't find
Like,
it? Dude,
we
you just
parked.
walk there.
No,
No,
we
you can't see
struggled.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, we can never find that damn park. But
I like went last year and I was able to find it now, but yeah, years ago when like me and Nancy went, I think it was with Illy that we were trying to look for like her birthday or something. We couldn't find it.
yeah.
That's crazy. These guys must just be that slow.
Yeah,
Thanks, Lise.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyways,
I
back on
appreciate
track.
the love. So first dates, I think we all kind of agree. Like, regardless, under whatever circumstance, if you're a man, you should be paying.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now,
Wait, I didn't say my first date.
no one cares about your first date.
Whatever. All right.
I know what. Okay, you want to tell the
No,
story?
it's fine.
No, tell us. Well, Lise told us, which I think it's cute. Like seeing
Yeah.
the sunset and stuff. That's romantic.
Well, actually,
I like
Tyler
it.
asked me to come over to his house and he was gonna make us breakfast.
Which that would have been a red flag for me, low key. Asking me over,
Yeah.
like right on the first date, I would have thought like he's just trying to hook up, and then like that's it. But it's the,
breakfast?
yeah, I was gonna say like initially it would have felt to me like you're
Yeah.
inviting me over to your place on the first time, but since it was a breakfast
Yeah.
thing, first of all, I truly to my core believe that day dates should be illegal for like the first 5.
Girl, what?
Wait, that was your first date?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a date, a date. You tell me, like I would never.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah, I don't
never.
think I would be
Yeah.
able to do that either.
Yeah.
Yeah, a date.
And like I think I need.
I'm not even going to his house. Like, if that was the first day, I'd be like, no, are you trying to kill me or something?
Oh my
I'm
god.
fucking
I'd be
dead.
like, we're going out.
No.
Right.
I thought it was cute.
But it ended
Yeah.
up being cute,
Yeah.
right? That
Yeah.
he did come and look.
And
what
he
I will
made some
say,
bomb breakfast.
I was about to say Tyler makes the best breakfast I've ever
Yeah.
had. So I will I could see him wanting to show his best
Yeah.
self,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
put his best foot forward because damn them he can cook.
Yeah.
he can cook his breakfast. So like he
Yeah.
wanted to impress you, and I could see that.
Yeah.
but yeah, like I would have never. I would have
Well,
never.
So you just went over to his house for breakfast?
Uh-huh.
I would have to go out with someone at least 5 times before I agree to see them in the daylight. Like it needs
The
to be.
daylight?
Yeah, I won't do.
What,
day
are you a
dates.
vampire?
I won't do day
Oh
dates.
my
I
God.
don't like it. It needs to. That's not the vibe. I want like a
Well.
nice romantic evening out. You know.
God.
not-
Well, it worked out for us, so.
Yeah, that was
Alright.
cute though. And then I assume the rest of the dates he paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So first date, men should pay. Now let's say you're not in a relationship yet, but you're hitting it off. You start going on, let's say, weekly dates, and you're dating for maybe a few weeks. You've gone on maybe 5-6 dates. Should they continue to pay? Should it continue to always be the man?
Yeah.
I think that depends on you.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah. You're saying
if
yes.
that's, I mean,
Yeah.
if that's on you, like, I mean, everybody has different opinions.
Of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
But like, it depends on like how it's going. But like me personally, if I think we're it's going well, I wouldn't mind paying.
if
like,
you think there's potential, like
if
it's
I-
leading
yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind paying 1 out of like 5 or something. Like, I wouldn't mind it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna pay for every single date. But I'll throw you a bone.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
how would you go about that?
Well,
Like if it's like a dinner date or like what? Like, you know.
like for example, like I think it was like I don't know, I don't remember the number, but we had gone on a date and we had gone to a bar, and then we had gotten some appetizers and I was gonna pay, but then he's like, no, he's like, I got it. So then I was like, well, that's what I wanted to hear.
So you were like going to pay offer to pay for it.
But no, he paid. But yeah, I mean,
So you would offer,
Yeah.
and then kind of see if they're gonna,
Yeah.
if they're gonna.
I mean, I would have still paid.
but you were fine.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like one of those fake offers.
No,
We're like,
no,
oh,
no.
are you sure you don't want me
no.
to? Okay.
Like if it was a couple drinks,
Yeah.
like I wouldn't mind paying it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, no. He's like, I got it. So I was like, okay.
And if
As
he
you
would have
should,
let you, you
King.
were just going to pay?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
That's crazy.
At
I
least
would
would
never.
never.
Well,
would
like I
never.
said,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has their
Yeah.
own opinion, but
Yeah.
like,
Okay, so I'm a little kind of in between you two. Definitely with Lise, as far as like initially, fuck no, like
Yeah.
in no world. What I will say is I wouldn't mind finding ways to finance a date, but not necessarily go out and pay for a date. And what I mean by that, like, let's say we've gone out 5-6 times, we've like gone over to each other's place, and let's say I'm like, okay, I want to cook you dinner. Like, and I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go grocery shopping. Like, technically, I am paying for it, you know,
Yeah.
because I'm paying for the groceries.
right.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
a bottle of wine, like whatever,
Yeah.
and I'll host us and I'll cook you dinner. Like,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, here's the receipt for the groceries,
Right.
Yeah.
you know? So it's like,
Yeah.
I think I would, at that point, if we're dating for a while, I would find ways to contribute.
Mm-hmm.
But if we are going out somewhere, like whether it's the movies or like dinner or like a bar or whatever, yeah, I'm expecting, like, I think you should pay. I think you should
but
100%
For
pay.
me, I'm the same way. Like, when it's dinner, I think it's the guy's duty. And
Yeah.
like when we would go to the store and like buy snacks or like go to La Michoacana and buy like a snack, like that would be me.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
let's say we're going
Yeah.
to the movies and he's getting the tickets. And I'm like, okay, get the tickets. I got the snacks,
Right,
Because I'm
yeah.
gonna get
Yeah, yeah.
creative. Like I'm gonna get some cute stuff
Yeah.
for us to like
Yeah.
eat while we're there. Like I'm totally fine doing
Yeah.
stuff like that, and you are too. I
Yeah.
think, right?
Yeah.
It's just it's more of like the principle of it,
Yeah.
where it's like I just think a man should pay for the
Yeah,
dates.
I think
like,
so too.
Yeah.
I think if you're going out with
Well,
a girl, you should
that's
be able to
essentially
afford
what
it.
I said. I'm
No,
like,
it is. I'm
Yeah.
just saying you were like a little more lenient where it like if you're going on a physical date,
Yeah.
like paying
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
it.
But not, yeah, like if we just went to a bar and got drinks, like I
Right.
wouldn't mind paying for the drinks.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
And
yeah.
me and Lise would.
Yeah.
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 Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would be like, absolutely not.
No. I
Like
mean,
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
not paying
not my
for a
duty.
fucking date.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, well, like I said, everybody thinks differently, so
Yeah, and there's people out there, and I know
Yeah.
hate,
Yeah.
honestly, like to whatever, but I just think as a man, like, how do you feel like a man letting a
Yeah.
girl pay for you?
Right.
It just,
And
it
like,
should
even,
emasculate you.
It goes to like my head too because I'm so like it's like so stuck in there that the guy should pay because like right now me and Oliver have our like the money joint, right?
Yeah.
So then like even when we go on a date now, I'm like
fucking dead.
you
Now
better
he's
pull
not
out your
willing
card.
to put her card even though
I'm
it's the
like,
same
no, because
account.
then they're gonna think I'm the one paying.
You're
I'm
like, you're not gonna
oh
have
my
me
God.
thinking like a clown.
even though it's the same damn
It's
card.
the same damn card.
No, low key.
Yeah,
Low key,
I'm
I
like,
feel
I don't
that.
want people thinking I'm paying.
Yeah.
You
Oh
better
my
pop your
gosh.
card.
You're
out.
not gonna be out here embarrassing me
Oh
in
my
public,
god.
making me look like an idiot.
Yeah.
when I'm
Oh
fucking
my
paying
God.
for
Because
you.
they don't know that our money's joint. You know, they're gonna
Right.
be like, "Damn, look at this clown paying for their date."
Right.
This clown.
looking dumb as hell sitting there
Yeah.
paying for a whole ass man.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna pay, I'm gonna go out with my friends.
Right.
The fuck? Like I'm gonna go out with my girlfriends if I'm financing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna go do whatever I want. What do I look like pulling out my card with a man sitting next to me?
Yeah.
Oh my
Could
gosh.
never.
Embarrassing.
It is.
Like,
It
what?
is.
Okay.
My cards, first of all, won't even be in my wallet.
I was gonna say they won't even go through.
I'm weak. Imagine.
Decline.
Like, first of all, they were not even gonna go through.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be hilarious.
Imagine. Like you don't want to use my card.
Even if I wanted to, we can't.
These are
Fucking stupid. But no, honestly, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I just can't. Even after we
Yeah.
are like consistently dating or whatever,
Yeah.
don't take me out, man. If you
Yeah.
can't afford it,
Yeah.
find a girl that wants to be the man in the
But hey,
relationship.
if it
or
works for other people, it
no,
works for
literally
you.
no hate.
Yeah.
Like I just think
Yeah.
girls, your man should pay. That's
Yeah.
how I feel about it. If he's not like, trust me, somebody out there will.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you say that once to Tyler? Or like as a joke? Oh my god, there's something that you were
Probably.
like, well, if you don't want to, oh my god, you said it. You didn't like it wasn't a situation
Yeah.
where he didn't want to, but you said it like you guys. I
Yeah.
think we're talking about
Yeah,
this.
probably,
And then you
yeah.
said something like, I remember that you were like, that's fine. Like if a guy doesn't want to pay for my drink, there's one around the corner who
Yeah, I
does.
did-
You
I
said
did-
something like
yeah, I
that,
did
and I
say
was
that.
like, period.
Yeah, I did
like
say
you
that.
don't need to be out here settling.
Yeah.
Like
I
if
did say
one
that,
man
yeah.
won't do it, there's plenty of other ones that will want to sit there and pay for my
That's
date every single
crazy.
time. So why would I sit there and even consider paying for you?
Yeah.
Work 2 jobs. I don't know what to tell you. Do what you got to do.
This girl.
Just
Oh
do
my
better.
gosh.
That's embarrassing.
It is.
No, my
It is.
gosh.
Okay. So that's the dating. Now what if it was like in a relationship? Like let's say you guys are like official, you've been together for a year. Is it kind of the same thing
Yeah, I
that me
just
and you
said
were talking
that,
about?
yeah.
Like just still like the find your ways
Yeah.
to do it, but
Yeah.
if it's actual dates it's still
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I
nothing
want him to
changes.
pop out his card. I'm not taking mine out.
You're like, we could be
Oh
married
my
in
God.
in a concert together. It's his card.
Yeah.
The one that has his name on
Right.
it is what's paying for it.
Yeah.
What about if you're in a relationship but you're on vacation?
Okay, now the vacation, I think it's different. And the only reason I say that is because I think
Are you splitting hotel?
no.
No.
But I think
No. Why would you split a hotel?
it's funny that she said, "Is it different?" I'm like, "No," and then you're like, "Would you split?" No. but okay,
But it's a vacation.
I do think you have to think about that
But
one
why
a
would
little
you split a
more.
hotel?
Only because I think you have to take each other's finances.
Because hotels are more expensive.
Are you guys gonna let me fucking talk or not?
But like, for
All right,
example,
all right.
he pays the hotel. I buy the snacks.
Snacks? Girl, I'm gonna buy the snacks in the water.
Yeah.
Or
like the food for the, you know, like
Not at the restaurant. This
No,
is like-
girl. Like,
She's like, I'll get us waters.
pizza to go to the room or something, but I ain't gonna be paying for no hotel.
Okay, well.
The
Okay.
hell?
So for vacations, I think it's different. I think if it's like, let's say a quick weekend trip to like Nashville or something, like a simple one, I think the man should cover everything.
Yeah.
If it's like, let's say you guys are going on a fucking 2-week trip to Europe, like I think that one you have to kind of think about it a little more. I don't know why you're looking at me like that. Like, I wouldn't split anything, but it would be like, I don't know, maybe let's say, and this is hypothetical, I don't really know, but like let's say, okay, you buy the flights and the hotels, and I'll arrange the dinners and all of that, and like I'm cool with paying for that stuff. That in that sense, I think it would transition from, okay, either you pay or me pay, and more to like, okay, if we're going on a trip together and it's a big trip and it's going to be expensive trip, maybe we do like a 60-40, like a 70. Like, I think it becomes more like you pay still for more and most of it, but my contribution is going to be more than a couple of snacks. Like,
And water?
At that point, it would
if
be...
it's like 2 weeks or like a week out of the country,
Not necessarily split. Like, I'm not fucking splitting.
I think I would.
You would just split down the middle, everything.
Not everything, but I would split the hotel.
No, I'm not saying that. Well, no, I don't really. I just don't like the idea of splitting. I like the idea of the man should cover like the big expenses, and then the girl comes in and covers like
again,
the other.
it depends.
It depends on the person,
Not that you won't. Not that I wouldn't contribute.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it would be more so like, okay, he pays for a majority, but I'm also contributing it, and not contributing like a couple dollars, or like a real contribution.
And that just makes more sense in like my head too, because like for example, he pays the flights, he pays the hotel, then I pay the dinner. Right?
Yeah.
Or the Ubers. Because the Ubers are expensive too.
Because when you're on a trip, things do add up. So I don't think that's like small things that you're taking.
I know, but what I'm saying is it also depends, like, obviously on each other's finances.
Yeah, that's why I said that takes it into account for sure.
But yeah, I would be okay with like you do this dinner, I'll do the other dinner. Or like you do this Uber, I'll do the other Uber.
Or
like,
even split
kind of taking turns.
Like he pays the flights, I pay the hotel, then he takes the turn with the food.
Yeah.
Like that would be okay with that too.
But overall, he should be paying more.
Well, yeah, I agree.
Like he should always. If I'm going on a trip with someone that's gonna be like to the fucking middle, 50-50, I'm going on a girls trip. I'm not going with you.
Yeah, me too.
All right, well.
Like, if I'm going with a guy, it's just he should be paying. A man in any area of your relationship, I just firmly believe he should pay out like most of it, if not all of it.
Yeah,
all of it in most cases, but stuff like that.
Where it's like a week or more,
but what I think with trips, I would be okay with doing 50-50.
I think if I was like 22, I think that also factors in. Like, let's say you're dating, you're in college. Yeah. And you're like, I think that's different because you guys are like, your finances are pretty much the same. Like, you guys are both broke college students. Yeah. So I also think it depends on where you are in your life. Yeah. Whereas where I'm at right now in my life, yes, I'm expecting the man to either cover the entire trip, or if it's a bigger trip like that, okay, cover majority of it, but I'm definitely going to contribute. Yeah. But not in the same way. Right. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's circumstantial, depending on the person, depending on their couple and their finances. But and where I'm at now, no. Yeah. And you're like that too.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say,
she's like, I'll get the water.
Yeah. I'm so serious. Like, if we were going to Wisconsin for the weekend, it shouldn't be me.
No, I said small weekend, like small trips. They should cover everything.
If it's a road trip, that's a little bit different. Yeah.
I could do that.
Well, even Wisconsin though, it adds up. Remember that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But we would contribute in small ways. Yeah. But especially a weekend trip like that, you should be damn near paying 95% of it.
Yeah. That hotel's like $300 a night.
Yeah.
That's $600.
Are you not working?
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is things add up. If you're eating, you're drinking, like...
Yeah, and if you're offering to take me on a trip, you should be prepared.
Well, that's why nobody's taking you on a trip.
People have taken me on trips before, asshole. It's just like, why? Like, you don't do it if you can't afford it.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah.
It's true. Right. I'm on the same boat.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I feel like you're a little more understanding of...
And I'm not. I'm like, you're a man, so be a fucking man.
Preach. Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay with
But
splitting.
again, to each their own. This
Yep.
is just how we feel. Obviously,
Yes.
Yeah,
if
that's
you're
just my
happy,
opinion.
if your relationship works for you,
Yes.
like do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But this is our preferences.
Yes.
Right.
And that's also, I feel like, because that's how we grew up with Dad.
Oh, for sure.
Like, Dad paid for everything
Our
all the time.
father is a man.
Yeah.
Like he is a
Yes.
man, and he
Yes.
prides himself on being a man and a provider. So that's just what we've grown up to expect from
Right.
the men.
Yep.
We're like, act like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not a man just because you got a dick. Like you gotta be masculine.
No, yeah.
But yeah,
It's true.
okay. Well, as you guys know, we like to end every episode with an inspirational quote or story.
Yes.
And today we are going to be hearing from Lise. So hit us with your quote or story.
Ready?
Yes.
I can't read this. When a train goes through the tunnel and it gets dark, you don't throw away the ticket and jump off. You sit still and trust the engineer. Do you guys get it?
Yeah, it sounded like it was the beginning of a short story. That's why I was like a little confused.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Do you guys
Yeah.
get it?
Can you read
Yeah.
it one more
Yeah.
time really quick? When you're going through a tunnel.
When a train goes through a tunnel
Yeah.
and it gets dark,
Right.
you don't throw away the ticket and jump off. You sit still and trust the engineer.
Trust that the universe is going to guide you to wherever you need to go, even though you're going through shitty times where it might feel like you don't know that you're still going to make it to your
Yes,
destination.
It's a metaphor, yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a good explanation.
That was a
No,
good one.
please.
That was a good one. Yeah.
That one I got like immediately. I was like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
got it. I don't
'Cause
need
that
to.
one was kind of
yeah.
like, it was just
That was a
there.
cool way,
Yeah,
though.
that was
I
a
don't
cool
think I've
way.
ever heard a
Me
metaphor
neither.
like that.
And you know what? It's because we were talking about the lobster theory last night, and it
Oh.
like made me.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
and it made me like, oh wow,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So
That
you
was
were
a
like
good one.
looking up quotes
Yeah,
about
I was
that.
like, let me
Yeah.
get a metaphor one, please.
It kind of reminds
Me,
me
you,
of
you
like.
were like obsessed with those kind of like metaphors where I'm
Yeah.
like, I've never thought about,
Oh my
about
gosh.
something this way. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like marriages too. Like how some people are like are so quick to throw it
Oh,
away.
yeah. To like jump
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah, jump
Yeah.
ship and
Yeah.
not like try to work it out.
Yep.
Like so, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
see like a little bit of trouble and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, like,
Yeah.
well,
We can't
this
work
isn't
through
gonna,
this.
this
Jump
isn't
off
gonna
the
work
train.
out."
They're
yeah,
like, I'm out.
they're like,
Yeah.
"I'm out on to the next one,"
Yeah.
and then they have a little bit of like a hurdle, and then same thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
trust and like
Trust
get
the
through it.
process. But not just that, like you also need to trust the engineer, trust yourself. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, your mental health,
Right.
and yourself overall.
Right.
Because you have to get yourself there. It's not gonna happen just by sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on a train, it kind of does.
Well, yeah, on a train it does.
It takes you out of the tunnel.
Yeah,
you
the train
just chill.
does.
You just
You just
trust
sit there.
that you're gonna make it to the other side.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just don't lose faith and like know that the universe got you.
Keep
But
going.
You gotta
Yeah.
have
You gotta
yourself
keep
too.
going.
Yeah.
Keep
Okay.
swimming.
Yeah.
Just keep
Just swimming.
swimming. Just keep swimming.
Well, you don't swim in a train, but sure.
God damn it, Nancy.
God, Nancy. Ruining them.
I don't know.
Oh
you don't
my
know.
God, are you kidding me?
What?
Just keep
swimming?
swimming. What can you do? Just swim.
Okay, I
Swim.
didn't know that whole thing. I just know that just keep swimming,
What
just
is
keep
it?
swimming.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bro.
You know-
Kaylee's like favorite movies in the world last year. Was that last year?
That was
I
last
wanted
year.
to dress her up as it
Is that
for
not Finding
Halloween.
Nemo?
Yes.
Oh my
Just
god.
keep
Which I
swimming,
should know that because my son is
swimming.
obsessed with
What
I was
Finding
gonna
Nemo.
say,
doing?
Kaylee was obsessed with it last
Yeah.
year. Now it's Adam.
And now it's
They
Adam,
like
yeah.
love that
Oh my
freaking
God,
movie.
yeah.
But yeah, it's from that.
I just spilled some on me.
I'm fucking dead. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's all we have
Yes.
for you guys for this week's episode. If you liked it, please like, share, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We appreciate it. And then we will see you next week.
Bye.